Wait a second. This is a single mom. Wait a second. Do they have a dead parent again?
I think the trope that we keep running into is like 2 girls, 1 parent. Dude!
This is You Pot It, Dude. It's a Mary Kate and Ashley podcast. I'm Sequoia Simone.
And I'm Olivia Vessel. And on this podcast, we watch all of the Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen feature-length films. And we remind ourselves of better times.
Different times.
Yeah. We
But
remind
mostly better,
ourselves that the better times we thought were better were just different.
So the last couple of episodes, we did New York Minute, which was the final feature-length film of the Olsen twins.
Mm-hmm.
One of only 2 theatrical release feature-length films. And now we're going back to the beginning.
This is their very first film that they made. So far, they have just been doing 6 seasons of Full House.
Mm-hmm.
And this is their very first feature-length film. It was straight to television.
Oh, yeah.
It was a made-for-TV movie. To grandmother's house we go. If you couldn't already guess by our apparel today.
Yeah, welcome to not Christmas when we're releasing this. That's for sure.
We're filming it on like the first hot day of summer.
Yeah, it is boiling.
It's been
outside.
like low 60s for weeks, and now it's not.
It's like 90 degrees outside.
Yeah.
High humidity. So we thought, let's put a bunch of lights on us and talk about Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Turn the air conditioner off.
Turn the air conditioner off.
Really
turn the
get
lights
cozy.
on. Talk about Christmas.
And you know what? I don't feel bad about it because this movie was filmed in May, and it's so obvious when you watch it that it's clearly not filmed even close to Christmas time. They didn't even try. So,
Yeah.
you know, I don't feel bad about filming this also in the summer.
Exactly. This is just on theme. On theme
Yeah,
for the movie.
we did it on purpose, actually.
Actually, yeah.
We really wanted to experience what Mary Kate and Ashley were experiencing when they filmed the movie.
Which was wearing winter coats in the summertime.
Yeah.
Olivia, where are we? When are we?
Close your eyes and I want you to just listen to the sounds of my voice and travel back in time to 1992. All right? Bill Clinton has just won the election, ending 12 years of a Republican in office.
Wow.
It's a nice time. Everyone's feeling good. We've got a president who talks real slow out of the side of his mouth, and he plays the saxophone. Everything's going to be A-okay.
Really transgressive. Yeah.
Yeah. Also in politics, this year is known as the Year of the Women. Which I love.
Women.
Really depressing that didn't hold up much longer, but it's because there was a record-breaking number of women that won their elections in the Senate.
Oh, Year of the Women.
Also, the very first Black woman in the Senate was
1992.
in 1992, which was a shockingly recent year.
Gross.
For us to be celebrating something like that, but here we are.
Okay.
Okay, now culturally, it's the rise of grunge music. We've got
Hell
Nirvana. We've got
Yes.
Pearl Jam. We've got Soundgarden. Okay.
What's that smell?
Teen Spirit. It's not us filming Christmas movies in summer. It's just
us
Teen
sweating
Spirit.
in the studio. It's definitely Teen Spirit.
Yeah. Also, we have hip hop getting to be more mainstream. Dr. Dre's The Chronic has just come out.
Damn.
Classic. And also Tupac is being Tupac.
Right.
So everything's great with hip hop. And you'll notice that the grunge music and the hip hop have both started making its way into our fashion aesthetics.
Right.
So we've got the flannels. We've got the combat boots. Okay.
Beautiful.
We've all got the baggy pants. We've got the oversized jackets.
Right. This is like really big pants territory, which we've come back to.
Really big
Yeah.
pants territory. Yeah.
Like huge pants.
Big year for pants.
Huge pants.
Big year for big pants.
Okay.
Malcolm X, the movie, has
Okay.
just come out. And The Bodyguard.
The bodyguard.
The bodyguard. Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
the world that we're living in.
Yeah.
We're like excited about a progressive new future where we feel like we're moving towards a really great future. And
Well, imagine what it would feel like to feel like we're moving towards a really great
imagine
future.
that. Imagine feeling
Imagine
like really good about the future of
progress.
politics.
Yeah. But I'm glad to be here in 1992.
You know, glad to be here in 1992. And the last thing that I'll say, which is not relevant to anything, but I think it's a really fun tidbit, is that the very first photo was posted to the internet this year. So the internet is still like
Wow.
surfing the web, is still pretty like novel.
Yeah.
We're not doing it widespread, but people are like, hang on a second. What if we used the internet to like share photos? Let's try that out. Imagine.
Wow.
Imagine.
That's wild to think about, sitting here in the studio making this to post on the internet.
I mean, seriously.
Really wild to think about.
And we are not that far out. You and I were both officially alive for this
We
one.
were officially alive.
We were one.
We were one.
One.
Yeah, between 0 and 1, depending on when this came out. But yeah.
Yeah.
Whew.
Now, Mary-Kate and Ashley at this time, they were 6. Like I said, they were in their 6th season of Full House.
Right.
For all of the filming of Full House, they were getting all of their lines fed to them. So this movie, when they did this movie, this was the first time that Mary-Kate and Ashley were required to memorize their lines. And I gotta say, I thought they did great. I'm sure they were getting fed stuff. They were working with an acting coach on set, but like, good job, girls.
Great. Olivia, I think it's important before we get into the movie that we talk about what we're drinking today.
It's essential.
As you know, watchers, listeners, we do have a cocktail every episode that goes along with the movie that we're watching.
Yep.
Now, originally, we were thinking hot beverage. Originally, we were thinking like cocoa,
We
like
were gonna do a
grandma's
hot cocoa, maybe a spiked cider,
something like
you
that.
know.
A hot schnapplitz.
Yeah.
Again, we will reiterate, it's 90 degrees outside.
We were going to commit to the bit though. And
Yeah.
also, like, we're drinking out of solid mugs. You cannot see what we're drinking. We could be drinking anything and be just lying to you. But I need you to know that we would have drank hot beverages.
We would have had a hot beverage. But we did, full disclosure, peek behind the curtain. I was watching this movie this morning for the first time ever. And by the third time they mentioned Roy Rogers, I was like, we got to be drinking a dirty Roy Rogers.
And I have never heard of a Roy Rogers.
And I used to work in food and beverage in the state of Utah. So I've heard of a Roy Rogers 7,000 times.
And it makes sense that it was in Utah that you discovered it, because the Roy Rogers is a mocktail.
It's a mocktail.
Because apparently Roy Rogers, king of the Cowboys, he was famously sober.
Right. A Roy Rogers is just a cherry Coke, basically.
It's basically like a dude's Shirley Temple.
Yeah. Coke, grenadine, cherries.
Easy peasy.
This that we're drinking has cherry brandy, grenadine, maraschino cherries, and Coke. And does it taste a little bit like cough syrup?
Just enough.
Just enough.
Just enough to really take me back to being a child in 1992.
Right. It's sticky soda pop and cough syrup that's really bringing us back in time today.
I just really like that we're drinking a drink named after a man who was famously sober. And we were like, well, we'll drink that, but we're definitely going to add alcohol to it.
A man who was mysteriously in this movie a lot.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to it. I guess we could get into it.
I guess it's time to jump in.
Let's do it.
And if you are just listening, I do suggest, even for a moment,
just a quick second,
just hop over to YouTube and take a peek at what we're wearing, because I have a feeling that we will be referencing it throughout the movie, just because I have a feeling that Sequoia's stupid headband is going to start really hurting her head at some point.
It's going to start causing me physical pain.
She's like, oh, it's really comfortable. And I'm like, not for long, but okay. But who knows? Maybe hopefully I'll be proved wrong.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Great so far.
Great.
Santa's popping right out of my dome, and I'm ready to talk about this movie.
I think somewhere between the cough syrup alcoholic beverage and the headband, a headache is going to kick in at some point. But, until then, I'm ready to rock and roll.
We're doing it.
Yippee-ki-yay or something.
Hell yeah.
All
I'm
right.
so excited. I had never seen this movie, I don't think. Had you seen this movie?
Yes. And for years, all I remembered was like the carnival stuff at the end.
Okay.
And so for me, watching this movie back, it was like catching up with an old friend.
Yeah.
Have you ever, as an adult, run into someone that you like went to kindergarten with? That's what I felt like watching this movie.
That would require me to remember any individual person I went to kindergarten with, and I don't. So I think people remember people they went to kindergarten with because they stayed in the same school all the way up till 6th grade. But I transferred schools 3 times.
Sure. But that's what watching this movie felt like to me. I loved this movie growing up.
Right.
And I haven't seen it in 30 years probably. So
and meanwhile, I was like, what the what is happening?
Yeah. Don't worry, I also felt like that. Well,
let's do it.
Let's jump right in. We start off, for some reason, I think this is the most confusing part of the film. We start off with some random newspaper delivery boy.
Never to be seen again.
Never to be seen again. And I was like, wait, is the news like a big part of this story?
Right.
And it's
usually it would be like the newsboy is like, get your papers or whatever, right? And you get your paper from the newsboy, and the front cover story is
bandits.
The bandits are taking all of the. But no, it had nothing to do with anything.
There's nothing about newspapers. There's nothing about a delivery boy. There's kind of something about bikes, and he's biking. Anyway,
that's a stretch.
It's a big stretch, but it's all we have.
Okay. So we start out with a character who we do not know and never see again,
and he delivers to a few different houses. And then finally makes his way to Rhonda's house. And Rhonda is a sweet single mother who has 2 twins. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen are playing Julie and Sarah.
And they are trouble.
But like the cutest, like not trouble I've ever seen. They've got like an easy morning routine.
Sure.
We see them like jumping on her bed. Mommy, wake up. And she's like, girls, please wait until the alarm goes off. And then, of course, cue the alarm.
The alarm goes off
immediately.
Yeah.
Adorable. But honestly, I was like, no one has this much time in the morning for this much of a morning routine.
The music was suggesting that they were going to be more mischievous than they were.
They weren't hardly at all.
I was like, oh, they're going to sneak in and they're going to... I don't know,
like
put
get into mommy's
cream
makeup
in their mom's
or
hand and then tickle her nose with a feather.
I thought we were going to be like spilling stuff and like causing actual mayhem.
But instead they just like slightly open the blinds.
Yeah.
And then they're like, Mom, get up.
And then the mom's like, ugh, for a second. And then immediately is like, just kidding. I love you guys. Let's have the best morning ever.
Her hair looks perfect.
Her hair is so
she
perfect.
Just like her head comes off the pillow and she's like, oh my goodness, and she looks incredible immediately.
Then it's just a cute little like morning montage of like 3 girls making it work.
Yeah.
They do their hair.
Yeah. There's a bit that they do with the hairspray.
Yeah.
Where she lets the girls hairspray her hair, which feels like a fatal mistake to me.
Absolutely.
There's going to be like chunks of her hair are going to be like solid.
Yeah.
Especially like that 90s hairspray that was made with whatever destroys the ozone.
Absolutely.
Like not only is she breathing a bunch of that in, but parts of her hair are going to be
and they're spraying it
sticky.
straight at her face.
Yeah.
Like they don't have good aim. She puts like 1 squirt on one of the girls and 1 squirt on the other girl, and then they're like ha ha ha, and they just attack their mom with it. And I'm like, oh, what a handful those 2 girls are, but you handed them the hairspray, Rhonda.
You allowed this to happen.
You did this to yourself. Then they're eating oatmeal, and Julie's like, I don't want this, and pours it into Sarah's bowl, and then Sarah pours it back into Julie's bowl, and then
all over Julie's hands.
Yeah, and then Julie gets in trouble.
To the girls, that did not look like oatmeal. It looked like gruel.
Yeah, that oatmeal did not.
It looked
look
nasty.
Good. Yeah.
It looked like it was made with glue.
I honestly can't even tell if it was supposed to be oatmeal. Did they say oatmeal? I'm just like assuming that that's what it was.
She said oatmeal.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was like, that's disgusting. And so I don't blame them. I don't blame the girls on this
But
one.
also, again, like not that much of a handful. Like they are pouring it back into the bowl. And yeah, Julie puts her hands over her bowl so it gets on her hands. But like the oatmeal doesn't get on her clothes. It doesn't get on the table. It doesn't get on the floor.
Yeah, but then they're going to complain later when they're hungry and they didn't eat their breakfast.
For sure. Well, what can you do? Rhonda's just a single mom making it work.
She's a single mom who works 2 jobs. Yeah.
A single mom who has 2 twins.
And this was about the point where I was like, wait a second. This is a single mom. Wait a second. Do they have a dead parent again?
I think the trope that we keep running into is like 2 girls, 1 parent. Who is like not equipped for some reason.
Who can't deal with it. Yeah.
And when it's the man who's left, he's just unequipped because he's a man. But when it's the mom, she's unequipped because she's a single mom and she's got to work a
really
job.
Hard.
And her husband took off.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because they're a handful.
So they don't eat their oatmeal.
Yeah, they shake their presents under the tree. This is the first real hint that it's Christmas time and not summertime.
Yeah.
Even though it's bright sunlight everywhere.
When the kid is at the beginning, when the newspaper boy is rolling around.
He's biking through town.
I was like, there is no snow.
No.
Is this not a Christmas movie?
There also weren't any like Christmas decorations. Like maybe they put up a couple string lights, a couple places, but like it's morning and it looks like it's May. And guess what? It is. It's May. Yeah.
Okay. So they shake their presents. They
what a handful. They fight over their hats. They're wearing identical hats. The mom's like, these are the same blue beret. Calm down.
Identical blue berets.
But at this point, what I like is that we've kind of established in just a few really short snippets with the girls, I'm getting the vibe so far that Sarah seems to be the instigator.
Yes.
And I would have thought that she's like the slightly older of the twins. Like older by a minute. Later we find out that it's Julie who's older, but that surprises me because Sarah seems to be the one who's like a little bit bossy. Her thing is like she knows everything. She's the one who like pushes back a little bit, and Julie's a little bit more like, but mom, but what do I? And Sarah's like, you know.
And that is exactly what it's like. That's what the entire movie sounds like. Great job. We can actually stop our coverage here.
Excellent. Then they're gonna go to kindergarten now. They are running out of the apartment, fighting over shotgun. Who gets to sit in the front? The mom's like, "Girls, you're sitting in the back.
So tiny. You can't sit in the front seat,
girls."
There is no anecdotal proof, I'm sure, in their life thus far that either of them gets to sit in the front seat.
Yeah, like why do they even know to fight over the front?
You don't get to sit there.
No. And then this is when we get introduced finally to Eddie.
My arch nemesis.
Hate Eddie so much.
He's terrible.
Did you at any point in his introductory scene? I think it's one of the best introductions to a character I've ever seen. And for the first 10, 20 seconds, I was like, oh, I love this guy.
Yeah, because he's singing a country song.
Driving a delivery
truck. And we're already, from the very beginning, we're getting flashes of him in a West. Is that the same actor?
I think it's Roy Rogers in a Western.
It is
They're
Roy
like pulling
Rogers.
old Roy Rogers Western films.
Right. And he looks a lot like
he does.
Roy Rogers.
He does. But it's a cute bit. Like he's stuck in traffic.
You can tell he wants to be a cowboy. Like it's immediately clear that this is a city boy whose life dream is to be a cowboy.
Yeah.
Which is basically what a 5-year-old is like, right? 1,000. Like you ask a small child, what do you want to be when they grow up? I want to be a cowboy.
Yeah.
But he just has kept that up. He's just a grown man and he's like, I want to be a cowboy.
It's also his whole personality.
And it's his whole personality.
He's the worst. I hate
so
Eddie.
bad. Yeah.
But it is a really great introduction. And I think it's a really cute like storytelling device that they use where like he's stuck in traffic, but he imagines that it's not cars, it's a herd of cattle. And he's not driving a truck, he's riding a horse. And so when he like swerves out of the way of traffic, then they go to a clip of Roy Rogers on a horse, like ducking down a hill to get away from the herd of cattle. Like it's a cute storytelling device that they use.
When he like fully mows down a fence and then like enters a vacant lot, and you're like, dude, you are in the city though.
Yeah.
You can't just be doing that.
No. And it's immediately like, okay, this guy has one desire in life and he's just living in his head all the time and is childish and immature and doesn't care about the rules and responsibilities of a normal society.
No, because he wants to be on the range.
At what point did you not like him? At any point in this intro where you were like, okay, he's a cute guy. He's probably going to be like the love interest.
It was clear he was going to be the love interest immediately.
For sure.
Right?
For
so
sure.
you're like, oh, this is a man character. We're introduced to man character. Man character is
love interest of the single mom, obviously.
And he was like, I thought it was kind of cute and wholesome that he was doing this cowboy thing. And I was like, it's kind of juvenile, but whatever. He's having a nice time.
Sure.
He walks into the convenience store
where Rhonda works, of course.
And he's like, what's up, hot chick?
Hey, baby, when are you going to go out with me?
Yeah, exactly. He's immediately the worst. The worst.
Yeah, I love how much I loved him and then how quickly I immediately
hated
him.
Oh my God, shut up. Yeah.
So this is where we find out the storyline about the robbers. Because the delivery truck that Eddie has been driving is, what do they call it? It's the Federation of Parcel Delivery or something.
I forgot. Yeah.
I wrote it down somewhere. It's like FDP.
Right.
FPD.
FBP?
Okay, it's Federated Parcel Delivery. FPD.
FPD, right.
Which is supposed to be like UPS. It's like, whatever.
They really struggled to take real world things and rename them for this movie. They struggled really because sludgy?
Yeah, they couldn't say slurpy or slushy, I guess. They said sludgy. Disgusting.
Gross. Disgusting.
But he really loves the sludgies, apparently, because he is a child.
Because he's a child. Yeah, he loves a sludge. He's like buying gummy bears and lottery tickets. And she's like, here's the thing. That
Eddie.
Woman hates to see that man coming.
Yes. She literally, okay, wait, I wrote it down. And okay, it's one of the first interaction that they have in this movie. She, on her television behind her, hears the news about how there has been a robbery on one of the FPD trucks, which he drives. So she, seeing him there, an FPD driver, goes, oh, you should be careful. And he says, oh, so you do like me. Why don't you come over to my house and cook for me sometime? Not, I'll cook for you. Why don't you come over and cook for me? She's like, see, this is why I can never be nice to you. You will immediately ask me out.
Yeah.
And so off the bat, and this is the year of the woman, okay? And
never forget it's the year of the woman.
And she is like saying no. Like she's very like, dude, I'm not into this. You make me feel like I can't even be nice to you because you turn everything nice I say into like a flirt that was not intended to be a flirt.
And I'm not flirting with you. And he's like, you don't know anything about me. And
she's like, have you ever asked me a question? Try asking me a question.
She's like, you're buying gummy bears. You're buying gummy bears and lottery tickets.
I don't want to know anything about
this is all I need to know.
Yeah. And he's like, well, we got so much in common. And she's like, well, what do we have in common? And he's like, we both wear name tags.
Yeah.
That's the best you can do, Eddie.
Oh boy.
Eddie.
He's a sleaze and he's hopeless at being a sleaze. It's so bad. And
all we know about him is he's obsessed with cowboys and he gambles.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yep.
Every week.
This is when I was like, oh no. There is not a way that this man is not the love interest. Like, I know that these two are going to end up together at the end.
And I'm not going to like it
so much.
Yeah.
And then I was like, 1992.
1992. We were told that this is what flirting was. Women say no, but don't mean it. And then women say no, but they don't mean it.
Yeah.
Really great messaging for everyone.
Really awful, really terrible. And I was like, oh no, am I going to hate this whole movie because this man is like the worst man?
They do an okay job for 92 of having Rhonda really push back. She calls him an
Rhonda
idiot
doesn't
quite a few
like
times.
him.
No, she's like, dude, what is wrong with you? Like every step that they have together throughout the movie, she's like, bro, oh my God.
Yeah.
You're the worst.
Which makes the turn crazy at the end, but we'll get there.
We'll get there. Yeah. But yeah, so we have met Eddie and we hate him. What we have discovered is he's not healthy, he's not an intellectual, and he is a gambler.
Yep.
She literally says to him every week, you're a loser. So I like Rhonda.
I've got a system.
Yeah. Okay, buddy.
He doesn't. He doesn't have a system.
He has no system. All right. So now it's the end of the day. Rhonda is reading the girls a bedtime story, and it's the Grinch, of course. They're doing like a cute thing where Sarah guesses the ending, and she's like, well, so much for a surprise ending. And she's like, they give all the presents back at the end, though.
Yep.
And that's pretty obvious foreshadowing.
You were like, okay, who's giving? And then I was like, oh, it's like, is he gonna? Because as soon as he bought a lottery ticket, I was like, he's gonna win the lottery
for sure.
Naturally.
I would love to see a movie where someone buys a lottery ticket and does not
just never wins the lottery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I was like, oh, is this going to be like a Grinch thing where like he sucks and then he wins the lottery and then he gives all the money to charity or something? You know, like I was like, it didn't occur to me that someone was going to steal presents and then give them all back.
Right. And you were also trying to figure out what kind of turn would Eddie have to make for me to be okay with him being the love interest at the end. So you're like trying to be like, okay, if I was writing this, how do I make it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was too. I was trying to figure out what would Eddie need to do.
Happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
To turn the tables here.
Yeah. Also, okay, well, we'll get there. Oh my God, Eddie. I hate Eddie.
There.
So then this is another moment of the girls being a quote unquote handful. Barely.
Yeah.
She's like, time to go to bed. You have to actually stay in bed this time. They get into bed and then they sneak out, but they don't do anything and she immediately catches them. Also, they sneak out of bed to go brush their teeth again.
Oh, yeah. They're like, oh, I need to brush my bottom teeth. That was pretty funny.
Hilarious. I haven't brushed my teeth. I got to brush my bottom teeth. And they're like, I'll follow you.
I need to help her with that.
Yeah. So it's super cute, but also like not children being bad kids.
It's very typical. It's very typical of children to be like, oh, I gotta go grab this thing.
Yeah.
Actually,
one
can
more
I have a glass
thing,
of water?
one more
Actually,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. But she immediately catches them. And I thought this was really cute too. They both like put their hands up.
Yeah.
Like they've been caught and they like immediately back into their bedroom. Super cute.
Really cute.
Really great blocking.
I can't emphasize enough how cute they are in this movie.
Also, and I started feeling it around this scene, I realized that like so far in their career as actresses, they've only ever acted, now we know with cue cards, right?
Right.
And someone feeding them the lines. I guess not even cue cards because it's not like they were reading it.
Yeah.
They were just having someone tell them the line and they'd immediately feed it back. And they were acting opposite all the other family members in Full House, but they've never acted
together
opposite each other.
Yeah.
And I thought they have really good chemistry and that could have not gone well. They could have been competitive with each other or they could have been weird or I don't know. You never know what would happen. I thought they had great chemistry.
They were great. They're so cute.
They're so good.
I would be having a bad time watching this movie if they weren't so dang cute.
Yeah.
Okay, so
now we are back with Eddie. It's the next morning. And the girls are trying to build a snowman on their front lawn.
But there's no snow, really.
Snow.
They're building it with sludge.
Sludge.
You might say.
And I feel like there was a line that they threw in like on the day because they were like, oh man, May is a lot hotter this year than it was last year. This does not look like Christmas time. So they were like, oh, why don't we have someone say, man, there's no snow on the ground.
so that at least the audience knows that we acknowledge.
Yeah.
We acknowledge there's no snow on the ground.
Yeah.
And
they were like,
in fact,
hey,
it's on purpose.
This is a made for TV movie.
Yeah.
We're not paying snow money.
No.
We're not bothering with that.
Their snowman does look really sad.
It's the saddest. It's,
really
like
sad
a
snowman.
foot tall, maybe.
There's no definition
No.
to the curvature of a snowman.
It's just a pile of
It's just a
snow.
pile. It's just a pile. It does look really sad. I'm like,
Yeah.
if I pulled up next to that in a truck,
Yeah.
I wouldn't think, oh, look, it's a snowman.
No.
I would probably get out of my truck and step on it.
It would be easy to accidentally step on it.
Mm-hmm.
However,
Eddie,
Eddie,
he's
dude.
he's just a dick about it.
He pulls up and immediately steps right into it. And I'm like, even if it wasn't obviously a snowman, why would you want to step in the one spot where there's snow?
He's not wearing snow boots because it's
not
May.
snowy. Yeah.
So
it would have been so easy to just step. Like, you wouldn't want to step into it.
No.
So he's just not paying attention like a typical man.
Typical. And he steps in. They're like, you killed Frostie.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny. They call for their mom.
And so he already has a bit of rapport with these girls where they're doing like a bit of banter back and forth where he's like, oh, these girls, oh, sorry, I killed Frostie, whatever. And then Rhonda comes out. And his reaction, if I didn't hate him enough before, he's like mad at her that she never told him that she has kids. And it's like, she owes you nothing.
Right.
You're nothing to her. She didn't owe you that information.
No.
And you never asked anything about her.
Like she said, you don't ask her any questions.
Yeah.
So why would she have told you that?
Why would she have told you that?
And then she's like, you don't like kids?
And he's like, no.
I was like, no. And then he's like, he does it in the creepiest, smarmiest way where he's just like, I like them when they're all grown up or something like that. And I was like, I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah. He's like, I like kids fine when they're grown up.
And I'm
disgusting.
like, oh God, what does that even mean? And also, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what that means, actually.
I hate it. But the reason he's there is because he just happens to be delivering a package from Rhonda's grandma. So it is Julie and Sarah's great grandma, who is known as Grandma Mimi.
Right.
And he's just delivering a package. The girls immediately open it up, and it's like two cute little like coin purses. Mm-hmm. And they're the same, even though they have another cute little like bantery moment between the girls of being like, but that one's better, but this one's better. Because I feel like the movie kept trying to make them more of a handful. And so like every opportunity they could, they would have them like kind of fight, but not really.
But they were never really fighting. Yeah.
No.
But the package says, come to spend Christmas with me.
And the kids are like, yeah, let's go spend Christmas with grandma. That sounds great. And the mom's kind of shady about it. And I'm like, Rhonda, what's going on, Rhonda?
My immediate thought was like, oh, maybe grandma lives like really far away.
No,
and they
apparently just a few hours away.
And not even a few. Like
no, just like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
like really close by. And the grandma's like, there's a carnival and everything. Like it'll be a great time.
Right.
So obviously the kids want to go. And you can tell immediately that Rhonda's like, oh, well. And then Eddie. He's like, come on, take your girls to see grandma. There's a carnival. What are you doing, Rhonda? Like, Eddie, you know what she does for a living.
Yeah.
If she is saying no, well, who are you to convince her otherwise?
You just found out she has kids 30 seconds ago.
Eddie, he doesn't know the situation.
No.
What? Where do you think you get off trying to tell this mother how to be a single mom?
I think like at the beginning, you're like, oh, he's trying to be like all cutesy on the kids' side and like get in the kids' good graces or whatever. Mm-hmm. But like, you're an adult.
Yeah.
And he just like has this like childlike mindset.
Yeah.
Where he seems to be more on the level of the 5-year-olds.
For sure.
Than he is with the adults.
Way more chemistry. Like way more like obvious good dialogue with the kids than with Rhonda.
He's like, he wants to be a cowboy.
He just wants to be a cowboy.
He just wants to be a cowboy.
But then he leaves, and again, it pisses me off so much that, like, yeah, I'm like, okay, maybe this is clearly going to be his storyline, right? That he's gonna somehow like get to know the girls, and he's gonna like decide he does like kids. But then no, because then as he's walking away, he's like, "Whew, kids, I gotta go." Right. And she's like, she actually says something, which I'm like, you got it, Rhonda. You're of the woman. She's like, huh, interesting. The one time you didn't flirt with me.
Yeah. Find out I have kids and immediately you're just like, Which like, as a person who doesn't want kids, I'm like, Yeah, I'm also out there being like, never mind. If I
Yeah,
find out you have kids.
for sure.
But it's just, he does it in just the grossest possible way.
Yeah, like those are thoughts that can stay in your head. You don't have to
Yeah.
voice it to the mom, straight to her face. Woof, kids, I gotta roll.
Nope.
Yeah.
The worst.
The worst.
This is the worst, man.
He's really making his arc into being the love interest difficult on
Right.
himself.
Yeah, he's digging the hole too deep.
Well, so now he leaves, and of course, I think it's Sarah hits him with a snowball as he's leaving.
They both.
Oh, they both do.
hit him with a snowball.
Get it, girls.
Yeah, and I loved that.
Year of the woman.
Get him. Get him.
We hate Eddie. And they don't like him either. The girls are
No.
like, screw that guy. He killed Frostie.
Yeah, and he did.
He's got his work cut out for him, folks. Now, Stacy has come over to babysit the girls.
Right.
And this is when we find out that Rhonda tells Stacy that she has to work Christmas Eve. That's why we cannot go to
Right.
Grandma's house, because she has to work that day.
Which really sucks. And like when I worked in restaurants,
Yeah.
I always volunteered to work on the holidays because other people had kids, and I was like, I know you want to go
That's very
be
nice.
with your kids on the holidays. But it just like, it sucks is for like not any other person. She's literally a single mom.
Yeah.
Like, cannot any other person work that shift?
Someone could have covered her. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Boo.
Whatever. But also the grandma lives so close. Like the grandma can't come pick them up, or she can't like drop them off the night before and then go work. And like
Right.
that sucks.
Yeah.
But like the kids still totally could have gone to grandma's and gone to the carnival.
That's true. I
Like,
didn't even think about that.
Yeah. And if I was working that day, I would be like, thank goodness Grandma Mimi invited them over and she lives so close.
Yes.
Girls, you have a great Christmas Eve. I have to work, but we don't have to spend it together. I'll be there on Christmas. Like,
Right.
it could have been fine, Rhonda, this whole thing.
Yeah. Poor Rhonda, though. She's
Poor
really going through
Rhonda.
it.
Yeah. So we're hanging out with Stacy. Stacy has made them brownies. She brings one brownie for each girl. And is it their dog? We never see this
they're
dog again.
at-
There's
I
a
think they're
dog.
at Stacy's apartment.
They're at Stacy's.
Yeah. So
yes, and
Stacy lives in the same
she's
building.
in the same apartment building. Okay. Yeah.
And so it's Stacy's dog.
yeah.
No one is concerned that this dog has just eaten chocolate. Not one person. And I was like,
Yeah.
you got to take the dog to the vet.
That was the most upsetting part of this movie to me.
Yeah. I was like, what is happening?
They're like, don't make a mess. Cute. Okay. Clearly these girls are going to make a mess because they're a handful.
Honestly, you can't leave them alone.
No. And there's so many other ways a mess could have been made without the potential
Without
slaughter of a
poisoning the
dog.
dog. Don't poison the dog. The dog was having a staring contest with one of the twins over this
Yeah.
brownie. And I was like, no.
That's the other thing is the dog grabs the brownie. Like when we finally catch up to like the aftermath, they're chasing the dog around and the dog just has the brownie in his mouth, but it's not making a mess. And they're like, you've made such a mess. And I was like, oh, thank God. Maybe the dog didn't actually eat the brownie. Maybe he's just like playing tug
Right.
of war, but no.
But then they're like, he ate the other brownie. And now
Yeah.
he's just got this brownie in his mouth. And
And no one cares. They just care about
Nobody
like the one
cares.
cup of
They're
milk
like,
that kind of spilled.
silly doggo. And you're like, this is not, that dog is gonna die.
Yeah, I don't trust Stacy, and I think there had to have been a better neighbor in that apartment building for her to have left her kids with.
I definitely don't trust Stacy.
We see her for 2 seconds, and I'm not a fan. But of course, but then this is the mess that is like supposed to be the straw that breaks the camel's back for Rhonda.
And
Even though
just,
it's literally like one cup of
cup
spilled
of milk on the ground. Yeah.
And like the dog is way worse than
Right.
like the mess that they made. But
Don't cry over spilled milk.
then she does. Rhonda literally cries over spilled milk.
Yeah.
Because then she goes to Stacy and she's like, it's so hard being a single mom. What am I to do? These girls are such a handful.
Take them to grandma's
Take them to
house.
grandma's house. Give yourself a day off, girl.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Here's the thing. Very hard being a single mother.
Of
That looks very
course.
difficult. And I'm like, I'm on her side
Absolutely.
100%. And take them to grandma's.
Yeah.
It's just once we find out how close grandma lives, it does become a
Yeah.
lot where I'm like, you got to seek out the help, especially when it's being offered to you
It's being offered to you.
actively.
Yeah. Like there's got to be some other people in your life that you can call on. And well, we got to band together with our communities.
Listen. Village mentality.
Oh, village mentality. And you think it's going to be Stacy, but then she really sucks really quickly because Rhonda's crying over the girls being a handful. And of course, the girls overhear it because they are right around the corner.
Yeah.
Rhonda, talk at least a little bit more quietly. Go to at least one more room away. The doors are open, it's just an open doorway.
Yeah.
It's not that the girls didn't even have to try to sneak up.
No.
But it's fine. The girls overhear the mom complaining about what a handful they are. And now this is the moment, right? This is when the girls get the idea. They hear the mom say, all I want is just like a couple days on my own, just like a little vacation. And the girls are like, you know what? We are a handful, even though I would argue they're really not. They're like actually seem like really easy kids as far as twins go, especially. But okay, fine. But they're like, okay, this is what we'll do. We'll run away to grandma's house to give our mom a day off. Adorable.
Sure.
Okay, so this is when I got confused about whose apartment they were in. But they run. So the mom goes to work.
Right.
Stacy is immediately ignoring the girls like, gotta go feed my baby. And fine, Stacy, go feed your baby. That's fine.
But you cannot take your eyes off these girls.
No, and the girls, I don't know how long it takes to feed a baby. I've never fed a baby. This was
my big problem. It took her forever to realize these girls were gone.
Forever. Also, they're 5 years old. Like, I think you could also like breastfeed in front of them. Like, there's ways that you could, like, you don't have to like remove yourself so deep into the apartment that you can't even hear what these girls are doing. Like, and what did you think they were going to be doing? Like, set them up with a coloring book or something before you disappear for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's I'm going to stop you really quick.
Please.
Because this is the inciting incident.
Yes, it is. And this is the time where we play the game.
Which twin? That's the name of the game. Do you know? Did you look it up beforehand?
No.
Okay. So we're going in blind, both of us.
Yes. Now, this is my prediction. Well, and it really could go either way.
Yeah.
I am solely taking this from the information that we have from our last couple episodes and rewatching New York Minute.
Yes.
So in New York Minute, Mary Kate is playing Roxy.
Yes.
Who's the rebellious rock star girl. And it was Ashley who was playing Jane, who is supposed to be like type A goody goody two shoes. So just based on that typecasting, I'm going to say that Mary Kate is playing Sarah because she's the more... She has a little bit more of that rebellious streak. She's like the know-it-all. She's the instigator. And I think it's Ashley playing... What's her name? Julie. Ashley played Jane, who was the square in New York Minute. So I think it's Ashley who's playing Julie in this one, who is the more square of the two.
Interesting. I'm going the other way.
Okay. Yeah. Reasoning.
Because I think... Because Julie is like... Oh man, I can't ride my bike up this little hill, or like, she to me, she seems like a little bit more like, yeesh.
Right. Yeah. Oh, so you think because Sarah is more of the like go-getter, the plan maker, the one who will talk back to adults more quickly, that's giving more type A. It's giving more older twin.
So I'm saying Mary Kate is playing Julie and Ashley is playing Sarah.
Okay. And I'm saying the opposite. All right, let's look it up. A laptop. Which twin plays which character in
This is really elaborate. I would have just looked at the cast list.
Oh, sure. I typed the full sentence in. And at first, just so you know, I thought just typing which twin in was going to be enough. And then I was like, wait, I need to finish the sentence.
Yeah.
Okay. Ashley plays, and remember, Ashley is the one who played Jane. She is playing Julie.
So you were right.
I was right.
Yeah.
So it is Sarah who is the more rebellious one that I thought was more the instigator.
Fair. Yeah.
That she was also the one who played Roxy.
Okay.
So I think it's very interesting in both their first movie and their last that those were kind of their typecast types.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really curious if that will stick throughout.
Right. Yeah. Is it like their actual personalities, or is that just like they did it a couple times and it stuck that way?
Right. Was that people being like, you should play the rebellious one and you should play the more nice one?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay, but here's more information
that
I did not know, is that there is one scene where Ashley plays both Julie and Sarah because Mary-Kate had a minor injury.
Oh.
And it's during the Winnow Lotto scene at the end of the movie.
Interesting.
Now I'm curious about what the minor injury was.
It's a boo-boo.
What was Mary-Kate's minor injury during the filming of Two Grandmothers? I really like giving Google all the information Google needs. Okay. She received a black eye shortly before filming began. To hide the injury, the film crew used camera angles that kept the black eye out of view. We still don't know how it happened, but it was a black eye.
Wow.
Aww. Anyway, enough of that. Now we know which twin.
And that was which twin?
Do you think at some point you'll be able to tell them apart just by looking at them?
Nope.
I don't think I will.
Mm-mm.
It's pretty impossible.
Yep.
I was like, thank God they are wearing these same jackets for the
my
majority
God.
of the movie.
I'm like, they put one in one color and one in another color. This is good. This is good.
I was like, Sarah has the pigtails and Julie has the ponytail. It's so easy.
Right.
And for people who are watching our podcast, you should know, because I know it's really hard to tell me and Sequoia apart because we're
twins.
Identical twins.
Right.
So for the people who are watching who might be confused, I'm Olivia. I'm the one in the reindeer hat.
And I'm Sequoia. I'm the one with Santa popping out of my noggin.
I know that was really confusing and really hard to tell the difference between us.
Yeah. So there you go.
And that's which twin we are.
Okay.
And we're going to have to be diving into the rest of this story in our next episode.
I mean, I just ran out of drink, so this is actually, I think, a good...
And I have not, so I need to catch up.
That's going to come out 2 weeks from the release of this episode. So if you happen to watch or listen to this episode without watching To Grandmother's House We Go, you now have 2 more weeks in which to do that.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to find that movie, there's maybe a link in our description.
Yes.
Where maybe you would find that movie and all the other movies, maybe perhaps.
And all the other movies. You're welcome.
If you want to find us elsewhere on the social medias, you can find us at You Pod It.
At You Pod It. Everywhere you look for people. And if you want to find Sequoia and all the incredible, amazing things she has been doing on her own,
you can find me at Sequoia Simone. Probably. That's it. On Instagram.
And you can listen to her other podcasts,
Professional Talkers, which is my new show, or either of my old shows, Fanatical Fix and Where to Find Them, or But Make It Scary. You can find Olivia on...
My handles are at Via Vessel. And you can also find me on a comedy podcast where I eat cheese with my husband and other comedians. It's called The Cheese Show on YouTube.
And you might recognize this set if you go.
I don't know. We did change some things around. Excellent. We'll see you next time. And until then,
respect the girls, respect their legacy.
We'll see you next time.
From the very moment their story's begun, we got 2 child stars for the price of 1. They're our favorite sisters and they shared a womb. Now we're talking about them on You Pod It, dude.